And I just wake up in the middle of the night, and I've just woken up thinking, it's happening, how come it's happening to me?
So you might think it's a bit weird getting up in the middle of the night and filming yourself crying, but that phone was my security blanket when no one was around. I did it because I wanted to be as honest as possible about what it's like in those early days of diagnosis. My name's Satnam Rana and I'm a BBC journalist. I'm a mum to my boy JJ and wife to my husband Andy, a BBC cameraman. Because of my job, I was in the unique position of being able to record my cancer journey to raise awareness. Just a normal morning. I got up to get ready for work, hopped into the shower, had a few extra minutes on my hands and I thought I'll just check myself. I did, and I just came across this hard, pea-sized lump and I panicked. I actually screamed and shouted for my husband Andy because that lump hadn't been there before. Totally was not prepared for what was going to happen at all. For a journalist, that's really quite bad. I should have researched it a bit more, but I actually thought it was going to be a needle biopsy. It ended up being a core skin biopsy, so having jumped the first time round and told off by the doctor not to jump, I was very still for the rest of the time. I was devastated because even though I'd been told it was stage 1, grade 2, they were not sure if it had spread to my lymph nodes. And so then you start thinking, gosh, is it somewhere else in my body? And then I kind of pulled myself together and thought, well, I can't do anything about this. It's happened, and therefore I'm going to channel my energy into, for me, campaigning to get other women to check their breasts like I had. So I got back into work mode. But this is the thing about cancer. I have to say the word. It's a loaded word, but it's a word that is fully treatable if you catch it early. You get on with your everyday stuff, and then every so often you're reminded that you've got to deal with this.
To put you out of your misery, biopsy result is normal.
Good.
And they clearly this time have a portion of a lymph node.
Node biopsy has come back clear for now, so that means no chemo, no radiotherapy. So that's kind of good news, which is a bit weird to think because I've still got to have a mastectomy, but for now, fingers crossed it stays like that.
There were lots of medics around me. I had a filming team around me, but I felt detached from everyone. And I was just protecting myself, and I was in a really practical place. And that place was cancer's coming out, full stop.
The surgery itself has gone really well. The plan in terms of seeing her with her results is going to be about a week from now.
I was really stressed about the fact that my appearance had already changed once, and if I needed chemo and or radiotherapy, then it would change again with, hair loss and skin being affected. And it sounds so vain, but that's what I was thinking.
I don't know why I'm crying, because I've had some really happy news today. I don't need any chemo, yay! It's just so emotional. I've been hanging on to a lot of emotions.
When you're told finally that actually you're in the clear and you can start your tamoxifen, yes, it's a tablet for 5 years, it's sort of, finally, I know where I'm heading.